Hi guys, this is still part of the week one workout, so I'll send this out on Friday. This is our stretch class, so I'll do 30 minutes in a chair, and then I'll do 30 minutes on a mat, so you can kind of pick and choose which one you want to do. So we're going to start off in the chair. So just finding a comfy chair here, feet flat on the ground, sitting up straight, kind of lengthening through the crown of the head. And let's just start by rolling those shoulders up, back, and down. Nice. Just kind of releasing that tension. You can bring your arms down to the side and lift up, back, and down, and up, back, and down. Rolling through the shoulders, lifting through the chest. And up, back, and down. And now let's bring that forward. Bring it up, forward, and back. Good. Up, forward, and back. Nice deep breaths. Good. Slowly come back to center. Slowly take the right ear towards the right shoulder. Gently bring the right hand to the head. And just lengthening out through this whole left side of the neck here. So kind of pushing the left fingertips down. Lengthening out on that side of the neck. Slowly release that. Come back to center. Left ear to the left shoulder. Hand on top of the head. Pushing those right fingertips towards the floor. Good. Oh, that feels so good. Slowly come back to center. Let's bring the chin towards the chest. Nice deep breaths. Slowly come up, turn to one side. Come back to center. Slowly turn to the other side. Slowly come back to center. Let's take the right hand on the left knee. Bring the left hand up and just open up. Lifting through the rib cage on the left side. Slowly coming back to center. And now just turn and look over your left shoulder. You can use the chair for a little bit of leverage here. And just turn. Slowly come back to center. Left hand outside the right knee. Take the right hand up and just rounding over. Just softly kind of folding to the side. Lifting up in the rib cage. Slowly come back to center and turn and look over that right shoulder. You can use the back of the chair for leverage. Slowly come back. Good. Bring the right arm in front, grabbing it with the left hand and just wrap it around. Lengthening through the shoulders. Nice deep breaths. Slowly come back. Widen the feet together here a little bit. And let's take the left hand down to the left knee, left elbow to the left knee, and just bring that arm out. So think about lengthening from the fingertips all the way down to the hip here. Just softly folding, kind of getting those fingertips to go down, but the hip stays down in the chair. So the right hip planted in the chair. Just kind of softly folding. Nice. Slowly come back to center. Take the right elbow towards the right knee. Lift that hand up. Lengthen up. Reaching from the obliques, the hips. Softly folding. Slowly come back up. Very nice. Bring the arms out to the side and open and shut the door there. Opening in the shoulders. Good. Good. Take it up a little bit higher. Reaching overhead, working in the shoulders. You can take the chin towards the ceiling, lengthening through the front of the body. Good. Slowly bring the head back down. Slowly bring the arms down in front. And open and close. Good. Bring the hands back together. Clasp the fingers. Push the palms away. Lift the arms up, 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 up. Pushing the palms towards the ceiling. Bring the arms down. Turn the knuckles away. Lift up. Turn the palms away. And come back down. Good. Push the palms away. And back up. And take the hands down. Good. Hinging forward, I want you to bring your hands on top of the knees. Hinging forward, taking the chest down towards the knees. Once you get to that furthest point, can you round the head, neck, and shoulders? Shift the ribs back over the hips. Slowly lengthen up. Rounding up through the crown of the head, getting a little bit taller. Perfect. Let's do that again. Come forward. Round the head, neck, shoulders. Shift the ribs back over the hips. Slowly come up. Good. Couple more times. Come forward and round down. Like that. And come back up. Very good. So now scooting back in the chair a little bit, kind of supporting yourself here. We're going to work on the hips a little bit. So bring that one foot up to the knee, kind of sitting forward. And I want you to hinge forward a little bit. You'll feel this right in the hip socket. You can kind of, before we do that, you can smooth out the knee a little bit, kind of seeing where the hip is. Hinging forward and just softly rounding. I don't want you to force the chest to the knee. Just softly round forward. Bring the chin towards the chest here a little bit. Just kind of collapsing into it. Slowly come up. Take a nice deep breath. We'll do that again. Inhale. And exhale. Come down. Hinging forward. Keeping those hips working. Slowly come back up. Very good. Let's try the other side. So bring the foot up to the knee, sitting up straight in your chair. smooth that out a little bit, kind of see where that tightness is first. Sometimes this is just enough to sit and hold this. It's a great stretch to do anytime you're sitting down at the table or chair. From here, let's inhale. Exhale, let's slowly go forward. Again, not forcing it, you're just rounding forward till you feel that lengthening in the hip. Nice deep breaths. We're slightly bringing the chin towards the chest. Slowly come back up. Okay, let's try that again. We'll inhale. Exhale, slowly come down. Slowly come back up, lengthening it through the crown of the head. Let's release that. Coming forward in the chair a little bit, widen your feet here, and we're going to take same hand towards the same foot. We'll take it down towards the floor, and then we'll lengthen up the other arm here. So one hand to the floor, one hand to the ceiling, and turn and look at that hand up to the ceiling. Just getting that lengthening, trying to keep both hips down in the chair. If this is too much range of motion, you can kind of hang out and rest that elbow on the knee. So up to you. So opening up. Slowly come back up. Gonna readjust here. Let's do that on the other side. Let's take same hand right on the floor inside the same foot. Sweep that other arm up to the ceiling and turn and look up at the hand. Remember the option, knee on the elbow on the knee, and hand down. Opening up through the chest. Slowly come back up. Come back to center. Bring the feet back together. Come forward in your chair a little bit. So holding onto the back of your chair, or putting your hands underneath, whichever works. I want you to just hinge forward, so you'll feel the shoulder blades kind of shift away, kind of shifting down in your back, hinging forward. Head and neck in alignment, just feeling that lengthening, feeling as if the neck, you got a little bit taller in the neck here. Softly round the head, neck, shoulders down. Slowly come back up. A little more rotation here. We're going to take our opposite hand outside the opposite knee and just turn and look over your shoulders. So you're pushing the knees one way, turning the chest the other way. Slowly come back to center. Opposite hand on the opposite knee, using that chair for leverage. Turn and look. Back to center. let's take one foot forward and let's flex that foot. I just realized you can't see my feet because I don't have the camera far enough back, but I have one leg long and the foot's flexed. And I want you to just lean forward and reach for that toe. So we're lengthening out through the Achilles tendon, the heel, the calves, and if you can reach the toe, kind of pull the toe towards the shin so you're lengthening out in the back of the leg. You have a little bit of a diagonal stretch going on. You have one shoulder forward, one shoulder back, just reaching up. Hopefully by the time I get these done, my video skills will improve. Good, slowly come back to center, other leg forward, flex that foot like you're taking the toe towards your shin, hinge forward, reach for that toe, kind of pulling it back. Good, slowly come back to center. I forgot to get those ankles when we had the feet up, so put one foot on top of the knee here, and just working with your hand on top of your toe, just kind of work through that ankle a little bit. We'll switch both directions and we'll do the other leg as well. And switch. Good, and then gently bring the toe towards your shin. So again, lengthening out through that Achilles tendon and the calves there, and then just push the toe away. Let's lengthen out through the front of the ankle here. Reaching out. Good, slowly come up, switch legs, switch, toe. Holding onto that toe, just rotate the ankle, giving yourself enough space there. Reaching out. I'll also do a video using bands. I know a lot of you have bands at home. So that'll probably be one of my videos too to come, working with bands, and switch directions. And when the weather gets nicer, I'll do a video outside too. Okay. And now hold that toe towards your shin. And push away. Okay, nice. And come up. So let's do some standing work. We'll do some low back work using our chair. So you can come around, you can turn the back of your chair. And I think we'll work on that low back, kind of that very modified downward dog. So hands on the back of your chair, taking a step back, hinging forward at the hips, dropping the head between the arms, lengthening up, keeping the arms, keeping the knees soft, lengthening out, kind of like you're pushing your tailbone towards the back wall, opening up through the back, knees are soft, taking opposite hand toward the opposite toe. Come back to center, other side. Slowly come back to center, slowly come forward, coming back behind your chair, kind of pushing your hips forward and just lifting the chin towards the ceiling, lengthening up through the sternum here. Hips are forward. Dropping the shoulders down, Slowly come back. Let's do a little bit of an IT band. You can cross 1 foot over and we'll lengthen over. Use the chair for support if you need it. Slowly come back to center. Switch sides, other foot forward, crossing over, reaching up. You've got the chair there for support if you need it. Slowly come back. Let's work on that quadricep stretch. Using the chair for support. You can always use a chair or a wall too for this. If you feel more sturdy, you can be up against the wall for this too. So we're going to reach back for that foot, and you can also use a belt, a towel, anything to hold that foot back. So bringing that the heel towards your bottom, kind of keeping the knee towards the floor, lengthening out in the quadricep right here in the front of the leg, holding that stretch. Get a little bit of stretch in the shoulder too, because your shoulder's being pulled down. Nice deep breath. Take a break whenever you need it. Come back to it. Keeping that stable knee soft. Good. Slowly release. Reaching for the other side. You can switch sides if you need the chair here. Lean back. Lengthening it. Kind of noticing is one side tighter than the other. I can tell this side's a little bit tighter because my knee is going out to the side a little bit. So that might be a stretch I need to focus on more than just this video. So these are meant to be done multiple times for this stretch. This is the time to take care of yourself. Keep your body healthy. Good, slowly release that. So let's work on heels and calves. So leaning up against your chair or the wall, whatever works for you. Take a wide step back. Take that back heel to the floor, kind of pushing into that front knee, and keep that back foot flat. So leaning forward, you should feel this in the back of the calves on that side or the heel. Leaning forward, you've got your chair here for support if you need it too. Slowly come on up, take a rest, and let's do that again. Let's push that leg forward. So both toes are pointing forward. If you look at the front foot and the back foot, both toes are forward. Hips are coming forward to lengthen out through the back there. Good, slowly come up. Let's switch sides. Wide step back, feet are still hip width apart. Push that front knee forward, push the hips forward, keeping that back heel on the floor. If you need a break, kind of come out of it and come back to it. You got the chair here for support if you need it. Slowly come up, just take a little bit of a rest, and then carefully come back down to it. Good. Slowly come on up. Take a step back. Let's go ahead and sit back in the chair. Let's work on that low back a little bit more and upper shoulders and back. We tend to have a lot of tension, especially now at this time in our upper shoulders and back. So we'll do a little bit more on that. So widening the feet a little bit, hands on top of the knees. We're going to do that stretch again. We're going to hinge forward, dropping the chest towards the floor, rounding head, neck, shoulders, lengthening up through the low back, keeping the hips in the chair, shifting the ribs back over the hips. Slowly articulate the spine up. Head and neck are the last things to come up. Let's do that again. We'll inhale. Exhale, come forward. Round the head, neck, shoulders. Shift the hips back. Slowly come back up. Let's do that again. Inhale. Exhale. Round down. And slowly come back up. Good. So let's come up and let's come to the front of your chair a little bit. Let's work on the chest a little bit more. We started that in the beginning of the class here. So just turning your head to one side, I want you to hold. Relax the shoulders, slow your breath down. Closing your eyes, just turning your head to one side. Now slowly take the chin down on that same side and hold. Slowly bring your head up, slowly turn to the other side and hold. Now slowly take the chin towards the chest. Good. Slowly come up. Slowly come back to center. Bring the chin down. Good. Slowly come up. Let's go back to those shoulder rolls that we started with. Notice if you have a little bit more flexibility than when we first started. Nice deep shoulder rolls, opening up. So I'll do another video of stretch. It'll be about 30 minutes and it'll be on the mat. So we'll get a little bit different stretches in that. So have your choice here. Maybe I'll change locations. I'll see if I find something a little better. We'll see. Good. There you go. Nice deep breath in. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. there's your 30 minutes of a chair stretch class for week 1, and I'll go ahead and do 30 minutes of a mat stretch. So we'll be on the mat, and if you have a strap, that might be helpful for the mat work we're gonna do. I don't even think I have a mat here at home, so I'll probably just be on the carpet. That's okay. So let's do the next one. Thanks.